You got soft, and we paid the price.
You want Cobra Kai, it's yours.
Failure does not exist in this dojo, and Cobra Kai never dies. After a long wait, fans of the beloved hit show Cobra Kai finally got its Season 3. And with it came numerous twists, turns, and teasers as to what would come in the next season. And that has nothing to say about all the epic fights and jaw-dropping returns that might just be featured on the already confirmed Cobra Kai Season 4. So with the pieces all where they are right now, allow us to show you 10 things you need to know about Cobra Kai Season 4. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Warning: major Cobra Kai Season 3 spoilers ahead. You've been warned. Number 10. The mission is set. Throughout all of Cobra Kai Seasons 1 through 3, a mission has been set for each. Season 1 was about Johnny getting back his former glory by bringing back Cobra Kai.
I'm gonna teach you the style of karate that was taught to me.
Season 2 was about Daniel setting up Miyagi-Do to go and challenge the return of his nemesis. And the recent Season 3 was about both men picking themselves back up off the dirt when their ambitions and their rivalry took things too far, and their kids and students got hurt as a result. But at the end of Season 3, in the epic season finale, the real mission, the mission that's been building since the end of Season 1, was made very clear. It's time to team up to take down Kreese. Because throughout Season 3, Kreese has been a thorn in everyone's side, and at the end, everything boiled over. Danny and Johnny teamed up to take down the former war hero, and a challenge was made. At the returning All Valley tournament, if Cobra Kai loses, they're done for good. Now Johnny and Daniel have to team up their students and train them to be ready to face Cobra Kai, or else be under their heels forever. Dramatic, no? Just one problem we should expect. Number 9. A man can't serve two masters. Here's the thing. As much as we all love Daniel and Johnny for various reasons, they're never, ever on the same page for too long. And we don't mean that in a bad way per se. However, as all 3 seasons of the show have proven their rivalry and bitterness towards each other, as well as their personal fighting styles and beliefs, put them at constant odds with one another. A great example of this was in the cold open for one of the later episodes where Johnny and Daniel are teaching their students, and one of them is teaching aggression, while the other is teaching self-defense. See the problem here? As evil as Kreese is, he'll have his students going and focusing on one thing, on one goal with absolute uniformity. But even with Daniel and Johnny teaming up, they'll have to work out their own kinks to make sure they can teach their students one goal, or else risk everything going to pieces. Number 8. Hawk's redemption. Hawk is by and large one of the most interesting characters on Cobra Kai, not the least of which is that he arguably has had one of the biggest arcs in the entire series. He started out as Eli, a kid with a lip defect that made him a laughingstock at the school, until he joined Cobra Kai. Through Johnny and Kreese's influence, he became Hawk, a one-man wrecking crew of pain and power. But it came at a cost, and by the end of Season 2, he had become more bloodthirsty than ever, and Season 3 cranked that up even more. But Eli started to shine through as the pain and the cost started to show, and in a truly epic moment, he betrayed Cobra Kai to save his friend Dimitri and asked for his forgiveness. Now back with Johnny and Daniel for the first time, Hawk is no doubt going to be desperate to prove he's not just worthy of forgiveness, but he can atone for his past crimes. And both Johnny and Daniel will likely help him in his own ways to do just that. Number 7. Robbie and Tory? Here's the thing. While Cobra Kai is very much about action and rivalry, they definitely found a way to get in a lot of teenage angst and romance. And by a lot, we mean it. If you can find a way to put a couple of characters together, then Cobra Kai has done it, whether it was good, bad, or just plain cheesy. In Season 3, Miguel and Sam basically reconnected, which caused Robbie to go over the edge and head to Cobra Kai. Tory is furious because of what she felt was a false relationship with Miguel that he used to get back with Sam. And by the end of everything, they were teasing Robbie and Tory getting together. Considering that Cobra Kai's mantra is just as much about mental manipulation as physical manipulation, it'd be fair to assume that Tory and Robbie would get together not just to go and screw with everyone, but to not be alone anymore.
That's kind of my thing.
So definitely be on the lookout for that. Number 6. Robbie's Rebirth. Robbie is another character who has had a large character arc in Cobra Kai, going from punk kid to hard-working student to a leader at Miyagi-Do, and then in Season 3 going to juvenile detention for his crimes in the school riot. At the end of Season 3 though, he took an even darker turn by embracing the Cobra Kai mentality and not just joining Kreese, but attacking Johnny in the season finale. It's clear that when the All Valley arrives, there's going to be a battle against Robbie for the soul of the whole valley. But the question is, will Johnny be able to get through to him in time? Johnny hasn't always made the right decisions, but he wants to go and do right by Robbie. And if that means going and risking himself to do that, he will.
Robbie, come on. Don't touch me!
But will Robbie appreciate it this time? We'll find out. Number 5. Silver and Gold. The showrunners of Cobra Kai have a deep love of the mythology of the show, and one character they've been teasing to return for a while is Terry Silver. Silver came in during Karate Kid 3 and turned LaRusso to the dark side for a while as a favor to his old pal Kreese. In Cobra Kai Season 3, we found out why they were so tight, and that Silver owes Kreese for life.
Hey man, you don't owe me anything. Oh bullshit, I don't owe you anything?
What about Vietnam, huh?
And with Daniel and Johnny teaming up, he may need another teacher at his side. We saw Kreese make the call, and those two reuniting will be terrifying and yet solid gold. Number 4. Johnny and Carmen. Going back to the relationship side of things, Season 3 of Cobra Kai did a lot to bridge the gap between Johnny and Carmen after what happened to Miguel. And they even took the plunge after a few episodes. And with Johnny's past with Ali now squared away, seemingly, it seems all that's left is for Johnny to admit the truth about his feelings for Carmen. But don't forget, Miguel doesn't know about them yet, which will no doubt cause some problems. Number 3. Epic fights. This one is a freaking given, and you know it.
Which one of you has the balls to take on the champ?
I'll take him on.
One of the reasons that fans love Cobra Kai is because of the epic fight scenes. Each season seems to top the other with their one-on-one and group battles. With the two dojos going at each other full throttle on the path to the All Valley, you know there are going to be some skirmishes. And then there's the All Valley itself, where you can bet there will be fights like Tory versus Sam, Hawk versus Robbie, and more than likely, Robbie versus Miguel. Round 3. Admit it, you got goosebumps just thinking about it. Number 2. Hilary Swank. If Cobra Kai knows one thing to do really well, it's bring back characters from the Karate Kid to make everything better. Season 3 basically did an overload by bringing back Kumiko, Chozen, Ali, and more to highlight the depth of the franchise's mythos. However, there is one character from the main saga that hasn't been present yet, Hilary Swank. She was in the next Karate Kid and was a student of Miyagi's, and the showrunners claim they want to reference all the main movies. So can we expect to see her in Season 4? Maybe bridge the gap between Johnny and Daniel? After all, at this point, who else can show up? Number 1. The end? So we honestly hate to bring this up, but it needs to be said. We doubt many of you out there thought that Cobra Kai would go and be this big. But it was a perfect storm of nostalgia, new characters, fun, and great writing. But here's the deal. Where can it possibly go after this? Think about it. Kreese is the final boss. Always has been. Karate Kid 1 and 3 were about taking him and his goons down. And as we noted at the beginning, if Cobra Kai loses the tournament, they're done. So given that, wouldn't this be a perfect time to end the series? Go out on a high note with the bad guy finally done, the rivalry between Johnny and Daniel put to bed once and for all. The worst thing this show can do is overstay its welcome. And 4 seasons for a show that arguably shouldn't have been made is pretty darn good. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Cobra Kai Season 4, and what's very likely to happen with it? What are you the most excited for in regards to this next season? What do you hope to see in it? How do you think everything will end up when all is said and done? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.